What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Bearcat Den. My name is Michael, and I am here with Ashanti and Victoria. And today, we have a lot of MLB news today. Starting with the New York Mets signing Juan Soto to a 15-year...
Juan? No, you said his name like that.
It's Juan.
Juan. You say no. Okay. I can't explain it to
With
you.
Juan Soto signing a 15-year, $765 million contract, he has an player opt out after 5 years. And if he opts in, the contract goes to $800 million. Some things that Soto got that the Yankees didn't offer him was, one, giving him a suite for his family. His family has personal security for home and away games. He's granted the number 22, which I don't know why. Is that number retired in Metland?
No, it's given to somebody else had it. Like, now it's Juan Soto.
Was it Bader?
Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty?
He was 22. No wonder I didn't remember it. He barely played. But he's 22, which I don't know how I feel about that number situation. I just feel like if it's somebody who's younger than you or somebody who's older than you, they should keep the relative number and round the fuck up. I mean, go to 23. No, we have a 23.
Exactly.
No, it's just bratty.
I mean, the only way that you could do it is if you buy out all their jerseys, which is
well, it makes sense because
possibility.
he doesn't have. I don't think they sell his jerseys.
Yeah, they do.
They sold it. They sold it like past tense.
Yeah.
But as of recently, right now, he's
No, yeah,
not on
I know
the
that.
website. So it makes sense.
I mean, there's probably a bunch of inventory with the stuff on it, so makes sense. Just because it's not showed on the site, that doesn't mean that there's a lot of inventory on it.
True. But last time I went to the stadium was in August, and they didn't have 20. They didn't have 22 at all. They have almost the whole roster minus him.
That's interesting.
Like it was also, it was August. Of course, they're probably going to be selling like top people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, yeah, 100%. And then also today was Juan Soto's first press conference as a Met. And let's just talk about that for a minute because, I feel like personally, he absolutely lied to everybody's faces.
Well, we expected him to lie because the obvious reason he picked the Mets is money. Anyone would have picked money. The problem isn't that he lied. The problem is that he didn't lie well.
His publicist.
All that money, you need to hire someone better because how was the best answer you could come up with? About this winning mentality, progress for years. Are you talking? Is the team in the room with us?
Are we talking about the same Mets? I understand if you're talking about the 2024 Mets. If you're implying that's this season Mets, okay.
Winning for years.
No. 2022, no. Had a badass COVID season. Who are you talking about?
No,
do you get your New York team switched? Because maybe that's the problem.
It sounded like he was talking about the Yankees there for a minute, and not going to lie to you.
What's up?
When he said winning culture over several years, I'm like...
I don't... Okay, maybe... I think
he's stuck in 2015, I feel like.
I was also thinking maybe he's talking future-wise.
I mean, it sounded like present. In the past.
Well, 2015 is too long ago to be bringing up in 2025 in regards to why you chose a team.
The roster that we have now is not the 2020.
That's saying you chose a team because they won a championship over a decade ago.
And then he also said it's a welcoming environment for New York. Yeah, it was welcoming environment because the Yankees made it a welcoming environment.
No.
Genuinely,
give us our credit.
No. Yeah, no. I agree, but the thing is that I'm just saying before he signed with the Mets, he's like, yeah, New York is a welcoming environment, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, majority of that reason was because of the Yankees. You came to the Yankees, possibly one of the craziest fan bases in the MLB right now, and obviously they're gonna love you if you're on the team. And if you're against them, they're going to hate you.
Are we talking about the same New York Yankees fans who started making edits about the mistakes Juan Soto has made when he was playing with them and saying this is who you signed for 700, all his mistakes,
his defensive errors.
Yeah, I could make the same shit with Aaron Judge.
Yo, I'm not gonna
we could put it at the high state where Aaron Judge got cocky and literally drop a routine fly ball.
There's a difference. One's making $364 million, and there's a guy who's making $765 million. So it's not that bad.
Nearly double, yes.
I mean, to be fair, he is going to be the DH, Soto. And listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think personally
I don't see that happening.
I think that's insane.
I don't see that. If I'm being honest, I don't see that happening within 5 years. I don't see it. Within 10, no. But like maybe if he stays for the full 15, then I could see like the last 5 years he's there. He's a DH because he's older. You know what I mean? He's older. He's at that DH age.
I mean, he'll be 39 the time he finishes his contract, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Am I crazy? 15 years sounds long.
Well, yeah. I think the longest wasn't
what, longest tendered contract?
Yeah, wasn't it Lindor was the longest?
On the Mets or just in the MLB?
In the MLB.
I think it was Trout. I think he had a 12-year.
Bro, R.I.P. Trout.
Long time ago. I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
I just feel like 15 years is really long. Like, almost it's set up in a way where you're not going to fulfill it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just feel like it's coming. It's a weird thing. Like, I understand it's rare to have, like, what, he's 26, correct? Like, to have a 26-year-old hit the free agent market, because that's just, like, a rare age. It's so much to project for your future career because you're still young and you're at the age where you have the experience. Let's see how things goes. I also want to see how the Nationals are going to treat him because now he's back in the division. Because the Mets do play the Washington Nationals.
I even think of that.
So the longest tendered, like, signed for a while across history was Stanton was 13 years, and then you had Bryce Harper, which was 13 years.
So if we're going by 13 years, that's Francisco Lindor, Bryce Harper. That's
You also have Fernando Tatis, 14 years.
About to go there, yep.
Julio Rodriguez, 13 years. Yamamoto, 12, and then Soto, 15.
So he's technically like the longest contract in MLB right now.
Yeah, currently, yes.
So he top
before him it was Tatis.
With 14, right?
Yeah, back in 2021.
Okay, but that kind of makes sense. Kind of don't. We're not gonna touch the Tatis.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I still say it's a nipple baby effect. His dad, he's a junior. Nipple baby effect. Same thing with Vladdy. Nipple baby effect. You have your parents who played such the high level. Your name already carries so much. You could go anywhere with it.
Makes sense.
I'm just saying it because you see it.
No, yeah.
You see it in sports.
I mean, listen, look at just legacy. LeBron, just in general. LeBron and Bronny.
Oh
that's what you call the nipple baby effect.
That's a nipple baby effect. Like, that's like spoil boy rotten effect.
Spoil boy rotten.
That's the prime example of it right there. Let's be honest.
Why couldn't the Yankees get him the suite for his family?
It's because that they didn't offer any other captain at all. They didn't offer the Jeter and or Judge. So
nobody on the current Yankees roster has a suite. Or in the past had a suite.
Yes.
In the Mets, if I'm correct, Alonso has a suite, Lindor has a suite, but a lot of times the wives, the Mets wives have their own suite.
Yeah.
So we have suites, and our players on our roster do have suites for their family, but the Yankees have just never done it. The Yankees use their suite more for celebrity people.
Like ownership, business people and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But the thing is that it does make sense that the Yankees didn't grant him a suite because, like, if you are granted a suite, then I think that you
have to give Judge.
No, yeah, or like you should be a captain to get a suite, in my opinion.
Well, that's why I'm confused as to why he even asked for one.
The reason why he wants a suite is because
he's a mama family boy.
Nah, the reason why is because his family had a security issue with the Yankees.
Multiple times.
No.
Rumored to be multiple times.
Yeah, but one time
confirmed one,
which was one of his parents getting kicked out of the stadium.
His mom.
Was it his mom?
His mom got kicked out.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, the same thing happened with his chef and his driver.
Chef and driver, all right, fine, but
okay, but that's still close.
No. I agree, but the thing is that, like, family is a different story, though.
Well, yeah, that's obviously arguably worse.
No, yeah. And then
what is wrong with everyone's publicists? I feel like all of these situations have been handled horribly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Horribly.
And then one thing with the Mets contract is that they did offer his family security for at home and for away games. Personal security.
So yeah, it was rumored that
issues
within the signing meeting, it was Steve Cohen, our current manager,
Stearns,
and then you had the Mets. They had like the head travel dude. They're talking about how they
was it that photo that was on?
Yes, that photo that you saw. Yeah, that was the main thing, because Soto apparently, according to other multiple things, not only through what he has said so far, it's clear to show that he's a family man, especially when he was with the Nationals. We saw how he was with his family there, especially his mom. So we know he's a proud family man, and I feel like coming down to aspects is that he wanted to make sure his family was secure while also being with a team that could help them. And I personally think, I don't think the Yankees, I don't think they even have a good travel team, because you don't hear about Yankees families going on roads. Like the only time you see it, if it's like, for example, when Judge was chasing after 65 home runs.
Yeah.
Like that was the one time you saw like his mom, his dad, like you saw his family like traveling, but you usually don't see it. And on like the social media end, you don't see like Yankees wives or girlfriends travel to games. Unlike the fucking Mets, like I follow all the Mets like players' wives. I follow all of them. I follow all of them.
So I'm looking at the New York Post right now, and an MLB executive said the Mets better win, or he's going to be the Aaron Rodgers of Queens.
I don't think he could be an Aaron Rodgers.
That's mad funny.
It's funny, but I don't think he could be. Like, let's really talk about it. Aaron Rodgers is old. Aaron Rodgers needs to retire.
I thought we weren't talking about Aaron Rodgers, Mike. I said no more.
I know, but I found this hilarious.
Yes,
I had to mention it.
Yes, but like just hearing that name, it like
Nah,
hurts my soul.
I think it's.
I feel like that's also a comparison that's too out of pocket.
I mean, I don't think the point was like.
Right?
I don't think the point was his age. I think the point was like.
Yeah,
new
we're
team,
idolizing
new player. No.
But
Like
you act like the Mets don't have other names on that team.
I know that, but I'm saying I'm saying for the purpose of new team, new player, and then that same year that the player goes to the new team, they have a slump or something happens to them. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Not all
That's what they're saying.
Okay, but you're projecting. You're projecting
actually,
a 2025.
I am not projecting. I'm just quoting an MLB executive.
Okay, I'm gonna tell that MLB executive. You are predicting a 2025 season that hasn't started yet, and we have not seen him in spring training yet. We have to also see how he fits into the demographic of the whole clubhouse, because it's obviously known the Mets has a better clubhouse connection than the Yankees. And I also find it funny that all the pictures that came up with the Mets players and Juan Soto together. So you have Starling Marte in the home run derby pictured with Juan Soto. You have Francisco Lindor pictured with Juan Soto, and bringing up the internet is just bringing up so many different things about like Juan Soto and a bunch of like Mets players when he was on the Nationals, when he was on the Yankees. I would say Padres, but we don't face them. What? Okay, I'm gonna make this clear. I said from the beginning I didn't know how to feel about Juan Soto, and Victoria, we said it. We don't think he's worth them.
That's the connection to Rodgers, I think, and you shut
Soto?
me down so quick, Mike.
Wait, what?
I think that
I
he's
am so
just
confused.
like, because you're just literally going down a rabbit hole, not even paying attention to us anymore.
Right? Like,
I was looking up stuff about like his.
Anyways, back
details
to
on the contract.
The shit you brought up.
Should have done that earlier,
sir. You brought this up, this comparison, like, I
didn't really know comparison.
My point is that just like Rodgers, we're putting this man on some pedestal I don't know if he necessarily deserves.
No.
I'm not saying he's not a good player, but really
he's
the highest paying contract, like really?
I even said if we were talking about highest contract ever in professional athletes,
It's Soto.
it's supposed to be Ohtani.
Yeah.
Like
But
that's
right now
the
it's Soto.
only right now Soto, but Ohtani
Makes the most sense.
It makes the clearest sense.
He plays two positions.
Exactly.
He brings so much to a team. This is an outfielder, a right fielder.
Or DH.
He's actually He's gonna play right field because
I know, but I'm just saying like
you keep saying DH. You think he's gonna go to DH the first year he's gonna come with us?
Obsessed.
Who knows?
He's just mad.
I'm not.
He's one of the Yankees fans.
I'm actually not mad.
Okay.
I'm not. But the thing is that there was speculations of him being a DH as well.
Speculations. Can we stick to facts? The same way how I told you, how you sent me the CBS thing.
Is there facts that he's going to play the field for the Mets?
What?
Yeah, outfield's
are
great.
you?
Outfield's pretty good.
Have you not heard the rumors of that we're trying to trade Starling Marte because Starling Marte plays right, may I add you, for the Mets currently. So
you didn't send that to me.
I did send that to you. I sent it to you on Instagram. So he is playing the field, and if they don't trade Starling Marte, he's gonna turn into the DH spot because we do not have JD Martinez no longer on our roster. He was only signed for 1 year. I send you shit. I could tell you don't look at it. Like, look at you now.
I'm literally scrolling.
There's so many unseen.
Yeah.
There is time out. You did not send me anything about Starling Marte.
Yes,
being
I
traded.
have.
It might be unfair to say,
Where?
but
Oh no.
the amount.
And by the way, sorry for cutting you off real quick.
Yo, literally speak.
I get in trouble so often for not talking enough. I finally opened my mouth.
And he
This
wants to
is
shut
why.
you down.
If anyone was listening is wondering why it sounds like I don't talk, this is why.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
No.
You already cut her
You're
off.
Nah,
cut me
I'll
off.
let you
Go ahead.
finish.
No, because now I don't even know what I was saying. So please, by all means.
Nice. When I was
You should
scrolling through,
just shush.
I remember the video that I sent you of Soto on the ice and him falling down.
Oh, almost breaking his fucking shoulder. This is like 24 hours
Not
after
even. Not even.
No, it was 24 hours after he, like 24 hours or within the 24-hour mark.
That's what I'm saying. I hope he has his body parts insured. This was my point. And my other point was, it might be mean to say, but to think you're willing to pay so much for someone that wasn't even part of the team that won the World Series feels... Like,
Well,
you look at them as individuals, however...
He was part of the New York Yankees that lost.
Like, you have to look at the team at the same time.
Yeah, but I also feel like you look at the team, but you also had to consider the stats that happened within the playoffs, which was Giancarlo Stanton and Juan Soto bats carrying the team. So I could see it as that.
Well, I can see us paying, but it's the amount you're willing to pay.
Bro, like, look, here's the proper list because I screenshotted it. So Juan Soto is $76 million. Shohei Ohtani is $7 million. Mike Trout, $427 million. Mookie Betts, $665 million, which I'm surprised Mookie Betts have that. I thought Mookie Betts had more. And Aaron Judge has $360 million. Those are the what, 5? The 4? I can't count. We're in finals.
It's too late in the day.
Too late in the day.
Finals.
We're in finals. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. Those are the top 5 biggest contracts in MLB right now. And to see like the jump of like it's only 65 million difference between the two contracts.
Which is insane.
Which is crazy. And I also say everybody was talking about how Soto didn't want deferred money. What has he done to deserve non-deferred money? Shohei Ohtani, $7 million contract, as we talk about. He has deferred money for what, like 10 years past his contract?
Yes.
So what has Juan Soto done to ask for non-deferred money?
I have no clue, honestly.
Exactly, that's the point.
That's the point. Like, if you're looking at his overall stats of him as a player and everything he has accomplished in his career.
His career was with the Yankees.
No. We're talking about like overall career.
No, yeah. So average-wise, it was his 4th best season as the Yankees.
We're not talking about the Yankees. We're talking about his career.
Yeah, I'm talking about his career.
Okay.
His best career within home runs was with the Yankees. His best with RBIs has been with 2019 with the Nationals.
No, it's...
I'm looking at it.
Oh, yeah, it is 2019 by like 1. Yeah, I see.
The most amount of hits he's had was with the Yankees. With 166.
So he just hit his prime, maybe we add. And mind you, he got traded, so he hasn't played. He didn't play a full season with the Yankees, if I'm correct. He got traded in, but almost what?
No, like he played the full season with the Yankees.
But then I thought he got traded during
he played 157 games. It was after the season with the Padres.
I know those Yankee people are the Yankees team, I know they're mad about who they gave away for Soto, and
Not
look how
really.
beautiful they're doing on the other teams.
Not-
I'm sorry, and
not
I'm gonna say
really.
this again.
I mean, the only thing that like really killed the Yankees was Michael King. That's about it. Higashioka is
But
gone.
King has been doing phenomenal
Yeah.
since he.
I mean, I think it was a fair
And
trade because
I will
Soto was
always-
doing phenomenal for us too.
I will
so
always
it's
say
evened
that
out.
everybody wants to talk shit about people in that plays for the Yankees. Like, for example, who was that left fielder?
Verdugo.
No, not currently. It was like
In the
everybody
past,
in the past that everybody,
Gardner.
and that he left and now he's with a whole other team.
No, he retired. Gardner retired.
There's somebody. There was a person on the Yankees roster.
How long ago?
Like, it has to be 2 seasons ago. Has to be fresh, if I'm correct.
2 years ago?
Joey Gath. Is it
Joey Gallo.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he said it was his worst.
It was
worst time
his,
ever.
it was his worst season ever.
Yeah.
That he even says it too. Sometimes New York, may I add you, New York Yankees environment is not the best to play in. And it could be to a point of some players succeed and some players don't. And I feel like King was one of those players that he did good as a Yankees in the environment, but he's doing so much better outside. Like, can we really, Victoria, can you agree that the Yankees are probably like the most like aggressive MLB fan base?
Yes. Remember the Yankees fans who like tried to disrupt
The Cats.
Mookie Betts.
Yes.
I mean, that was completely unexpected, but
completely unexpected. No, it was not. I would expect that from Yankees fans.
I
Are you
definitely
kidding me?
wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
Honestly, once I saw Mookie Betts hit that wall, I was like, something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do something.
Exactly.
Because if you
Thank you.
just thinking about it, like, how do your own bleachers creatures disrespect your own players?
That was about the last time in recent months I think the Yankees have actually done something PR-wise good because they handled the situation very well.
It wasn't in the bleachers.
It was in the bleachers.
No, it wasn't. It was the first baseline.
Yankees fans still.
It doesn't
bleachers
matter.
are in center field.
I know where bleachers are at. I sit at bleachers. Those are the cheapest tickets in Yankee Stadium.
Michael, what is your point?
But also the thing is that like I feel like I do agree with Gallo to an extent, but again, New York has been a hostile environment because it's the
Hostile
because
environment,
it's
but
one of
look
the
at the fucking New York Metropolitans.
hold on. It's because it's one of the biggest markets in the world, and you have to have the mentality to play in New York. It's either you're made to play in New York or you're made to play elsewhere.
Make or break.
No matter what. Even the Mets too.
That's
let's say. Hold on. Even the Mets. Let's say.
Who in the
Because-
Mets have
hold
we
on.
bullied off the fucking team?
You almost bullied Lindor off the fucking team. Yes.
That's when Lindor first year contract, his first year with us after signing his contract.
Okay.
And I could tell you that for a fact, and it was because he did the worst he has ever done leaving the Guardians. That's why we did it. That's a different situation. We're talking about players who have proceeded to do well. You guys talk so much shit about Giancarlo Stanton's weak ass knees, but he's the same one who carried you guys throughout all post.
Hammy. Fucking hamstrings. No, but
Proving my point more, Vic Ray.
That's why New York teams, I hate to say it, suck. Because in New York, it's not actually people are gonna be mad. I don't think it's about the sports. It's about the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's about sports business, not sports. And that's why our teams, in part, are horrible. Because it's
Makes
not
sense.
the priority to an extent. Like,
I mean,
Bro,
I
they
feel.
live off of
that's why you have
they
to
live
have
off
New
of
York
the fans.
mentality.
Hold on.
Exactly.
I also feel like in 2023 they were kind of the same way as they were in 2021 with Lindor, because in 2021 he did nothing, and then in 2023 he kind of had similar stats in 2023.
Okay,
So I feel
but
like
at the end of the
I
day,
know, but
he's
I'm
been
saying-
with us for the longest. Like,
It's
when
been
you
this is about to be year 5 of his contract. By the
yeah,
way.
he signed for 13, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So like, we already know he's not gonna leave. We know that him and Brandon Nimmo is our captains on the Mets, and I feel like a lot of people will agree with me, because remember when the Mets had the worst start of the season? We were not even projected to even make wild card, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that our 2 supposedly captains took every away game, made a team dinner every away game, and every away game dinner attendance was 100%. That shows a lot. When was the last time you seen your so-called Aaron Judge step up
Oh, she pushed the mic over to you and everything.
I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure they just wanted to get dinner, so like, you're free to go get dinner.
No, it like Lindor even touched on it in multiple like press, like impress, and a whole bunch of like marketing and press things. When they asked what was the difference between how we started to when we got hot in June, and he said it. He makes dinners. You could search it up, and I know I'm not talking out my ass because it's gonna show up. It's going to show up.
Yo, I would hate to
bring SNY
your
right now.
Freaking Google search.
I don't care.
Like
they do go out. They do go out. They do go out for dinner.
Every
Crazy.
single away game.
Yes,
and every single away game.
Games.
Yeah, and it's 100% attendance.
I'm talking about the Yankees.
And the Yankees? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lindor says his was mandatory, but the Yankees do the same.
Okay, so but does Aaron Judge pay for everybody's meal?
I mean, I feel like even if one person pays for them or not, it shouldn't matter.
I'm just saying, captain-wise, if we're going to compare captain-wise, I will still say Lindor is probably a better captain than Aaron Judge could probably ever be. And that's just coming off of a standpoint.
Listen, MVPs say something.
Okay, but MVPs don't always say everything. Let's be honest.
I understand, but
especially in your division. Have we not talked about this before, Victoria, when we say that your division is the easiest route to get to World Series compared to our division? And it's
yes,
proven.
It has, but also, what about the playoffs? I feel like you guys had like an easier way to playoffs.
We played the fucking Dodgers better than the Mets. No, we played the Dodgers. He really loves pissing me off.
The gaslighting is crazy.
So let's talk about this. We faced what? We played Brewers, and then we played Dodgers. Correct. No, and we played Phillies.
Wow.
We went through 3 teams to make it where we got to. You guys only had to face one, and you guys almost lost to the fucking Guardians, if we're being honest.
Oh.
Wow.
I love how we go off the fucking script. Because I love how Mike wants to piss me off.
Hell yeah.
Victoria, never leave me with him, please, because I will. You know, there would be hands thrown.
That's crazy.
And
start broadcasting that instead. Right. Yo, fights here.
Oh my god. But like, let's go back to the whole Soto signing. Yeah. I just want to find it funny how a lot of times everybody was complaining, the Yankees fans, and I know we brushed on it a little. Yankees fans were complaining about the money that they were going to give Soto, but then they're the same people who complain that their team doesn't spend money.
Well, I was just going to say, okay, they're not spending it on Soto, so where are we going to spend it? Is that what you're going to say?
They already signed two people with the money they used for
What I was going to say is that they did offer him a 16-year $760, which is a few million less than what the Mets offered.
It's a $5 million difference between both contract and a year difference.
Yes.
Say that he owns loyalty to the Yankees.
No,
he fucking doesn't.
No one fucking said that.
You want to go through my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok where
that's
Yankees
all media.
Fans. Okay, but media takes a big play into this, sweetheart, especially when medias are fans.
But also the thing is that
sports
that's coming from a team that hated on the Yankees for spending money on people, and now they turned into the team
the same team who couldn't get Bryce Harper after saying that he wanted to be a Yankee,
and then turned into the Yankees, which they hate the most. So it's kind of ironic how the Mets turned into somewhat the Yankees in the spending game with, I would say, the highest payroll.
Yeah,
as of right now.
We still have the highest payroll.
You know what's crazier than that highest payroll?
Are you gonna talk about what I think you're gonna bring up?
Nothing to show.
Yeah, he's been our owner for 2 years, and within the 2 years we made it to playoffs, and the last time we made it was 2015. That is something. He's been our owner for 2 years, and within the second year, after spending big money, look how far we got. I say money talks, and money definitely did talk for the 2024 Mets.
Has he been the owner for 2 years?
He's been the owner for 2 years, if I'm correct. Because he didn't spend big his first year and his second year. Or this might be his second year, actually, if we're talking about it.
Minority owner with an 8% stake in 2012.
So he did own the team.
Man trying to fact check you by quoting the freaking 8%. Like, are you kidding me?
Okay, so he could always... Okay, but that's like the same thing. You could always be a part of the team. You could always own it, but he's like face owner if we're talking about it. If you want to talk about face owner, and he's the first owner in MLB history to spend as much money he did in one off season.
He's been the owner of the Mets since 2020.
Since 2020.
Yes.
Okay, 4 years. It still shows improvement. No.
Sorry, I'm reading because Mike struggles with that sometimes, as we just saw.
No, because I don't know about the Mets a lot.
I just had to fact check his fact checking.
It's like me fact checking you over the Yankees, and I do equally know that the same knowledge between both teams.
I mean, you're more passionate about baseball than I am. Let's be honest.
I'm a softball girl. My whole family plays baseball.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's a Hispanic thing, guys.
I'll admit, I'm not the biggest baseball person, but I try to.
No, we know what you love. You love one thing and one thing only.
And
the New York Jets.
Nah, not even that. I just love the NFL a lot.
No, you love the Jets.
New York Jets.
You travel to Arizona.
Bro,
Yeah.
I would never even. I'm sorry, but I would never even travel to Arizona.
I mean,
the furthest you see me travel to is MetLife. That's when they're playing home.
I mean, listen, it's one of those bucket list life goals. Try to go into every stadium, so try to knock that out before.
That's my goal for baseball. I want to go to all 32.
Yeah, and I'm slowly starting to do it now with the football.
These are very wholesome
Can't
aspirations I don't share, but that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock out life goals.
For me, it's just because
That's
I'm
one
like,
of them.
I want to do it within my career, though.
See,
I don't want to do it as like a fan. I want to do it as within my career.
No, I agree. It's good, but the thing is that, like, for me, like, I know that regardless if the Jets win or lose, like.
Okay, we're not talking about football,
I know.
my dude.
Hold on.
We literally said before we even started.
It's related.
How is it related? Get to the damn point.
My point is, whether they win or lose, I still go for the city and the environment and for the stadium.
Weren't you the same one who was like?
I also been to a lot of baseball stadiums too. Surprisingly.
You know what? Surprisingly, I've been to a lot of baseball stadiums,
so
and
far.
we all know out of the three of us, I've like gaslit myself into being interested in baseball.
Yeah, that's me with hockey.
Baseball as a kid.
Me with hockey. Like, what the fuck am I looking at?
I think the weirdest stadium I've been to is was Miami's.
No, I was there.
Who's at the Marlins?
Marlins, yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird because like. It was actually a Met game I went for. There was literally nobody, and I mean nobody in there. They had no fans. I was like, what is going on?
I don't understand. Like, if we're talking about scheduling games, can we? Why the fuck are we scheduling games during the time where we know people go to school and go to work? Like on the weekdays, because 2:00 games has happened before. Multiple times, and I feel like that's stupid. You want your fans to be in attendance. I'm here in my fucking class looking at the damn game because I can't be there.
Was that like just for playoffs or just in general?
In general, it happens multiple times.
No, I think it's
more prominent, I believe.
I think it's because of time zones for the most part.
No, we're talking about fucking here. We're talking about like the Mets and the Yankees.
I feel
2:00 games.
I feel like that normally happens if they have to play like a doubleheader or something. In my opinion.
Usually, yes,
but that's where we most see it though, rather than just like a one game.
Yeah. No, there's been one games at 2. I've been in attendance for a 1 game at 2 because I'm like, okay, I have the rest of my day.
Interesting.
It's not too late. It doesn't get too cold.
I don't like day games. Day games are weird.
The last day game, the last Yankee, I could put this too. I can remember. The last Yankee game I attended was when Jose Trevino hit a walk-off. That was the last Yankee game I got to.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's your catcher. And every time I ever, and the other time I went, it was against, I think it was the Marlins, if I'm correct. And you guys got whooped. And I was just there in the bleachers. I'm like, yeah.
Every Mets game I've been to, they lost. So I'm pretty
get
happy.
the fuck out our stadium.
Nah. I'm not gonna lie to you. One of the best games I've been to is Scherzer versus Yu Darvish.
Oh,
that was a good
match,
game. Yeah, that was a great game. But
okay, let's get back in con.
But Scherzer got rocked.
Also rumored that the reason why he signed with the Mets was also because the Mets have a better future long run than
that
the Yankees
I do
do.
agree with. Yes.
Yankees whole thing surrounds about a 33-year-old, which is Aaron Judge. And our youngest person is what on the team?
Probably like Lindor.
Alvarez is the youngest on our team right now.
How old's Lindor?
Lindor is
sorry. I thought you meant oldest.
No, the oldest? I believe it's Alonso, actually.
I think
check it.
I don't think Alonso's on your roster anymore. Like currently, like right now.
Well, currently, as we're speaking, he is still a free agent, yet to sign. This is the best thing now. Big name is out. Now we're finally seeing other people who I fucking want to sign back with us every person I've talked to tell me I'm being too optimistic, wanting Pete Alonso back.
I mean, didn't I say that last time?
Yeah, you're the one person in my ear nagging it the most.
Looks like it's working. To the other side of New York, in the Bronx, the Yankees came close to Soto's contract, but obviously he declined. Now the Yankees could put $760 million in other places, and they started putting that $760 million in other places with signing Max Fried to an 8-year, $218 million contract. Finally, we get some pitching help. Maybe the best 1-2 in the league. I don't know.
Or Max
That's
Fried.
what they're saying. Yeah, I do agree the Yankees did slightly overpaid. But the thing is that, does this mean that the Yankees are willing to overpay since losing Soto now?
But this is what I'm saying. You're calling $218 million overpaying for a pitcher that signed for what, 8 years?
8 years. And he's 30-something.
But you count that overpay. For pitchers, I always say pitchers age better the older they get. And that's like, for my example, Justin Verlander is also one of those pitchers.
Yeah.
Nathan Eovaldi. He's also a free agent, guys. Cool. Nathan Eovaldi. The Mets, I know this because he's on the Mets radar. And I cannot see. I'm going back to the conversation. When you follow a singular player for so long, seeing him in your team's colors is the weirdest shit in on demand.
Like you sent me the picture of Soto in his Mets jersey, and you're like, "Yo, this is weird."
Bro, no, like I will forever remember
you said
him.
that like 14 times. You came up to me today alone, mind
today
you.
alone.
This has been happening all week, but today alone. Yo, this doesn't look real. Yo, this doesn't look real.
Yo, am I wrong?
It's
Yo,
because
look at this. This is AI.
Yeah,
this is
not
AI.
Even, and it's not even that I'm used to seeing him in Yankees
weird.
pinstripes. It's because I'm used to seeing him in Nationals colors, the red, the blue, that the City Connect they have with the flowers. Like, I'm so used to seeing him in that jersey. That seeing him when he was a Padre, I didn't really see that big. Yeah. But when he was a Yankee, I really didn't see it like, oh.
It felt nice.
Of course. Said Yankees fans.
I'll admit he did look good in Yankees uniform. Yes.
I'm just saying, at least we got more color options than you two do.
What a strange thing to say.
Don't you guys only have 2 jerseys?
For someone who wants to claim that it's not about business, what a strange thing to say.
I mean, he does look good in a Yankee jersey, I must say.
It's almost like imagery and media, like Ashanti say, actually play a factor in these decisions.
You.
It's almost like you're agreeing with that.
Thank you. I'm taking it as
no comment because I'm right as per usually.
Because the Mets social media team and like MLB like apparel team are already like their social medias are already showing Soto's in jerseys in the 3 uniforms we have. Remind you, we have 3 on top of our City Connect.
Aren't you guys getting a new City Connect?
We have 3 right now, and then with our City Connect is 4.
Are you getting a new one?
We just got ours last season. It makes no sense for us to get a new one yet. The Padres haven't even got a new one. And the Padres City Connect was probably the first
I didn't see the City Connect one, but I saw it in the all blue. I saw it in the Mets pinstripe, and I saw it in the gray. I didn't see the City Connect yet.
We don't have gray. It's white, black, and blue. We do not have gray.
So what the fuck did I see before?
Him in the Yankees uniform, maybe?
No, it was Mets.
You're really gonna question me about my
No, I'm not questioning. I'm just questioning what the fuck I saw before.
The only gray one we have is like a very dark graphite. But that's what
I'm talking about.
That's our City Connect. We barely even have we just have now all our players in the picture of a City Connect. Because we got it this past season. There's no way in fucking hell he already has a City Connect jersey unless they still making it, but we barely wear our City Connects. We wear our black. We should wear our black more, but we wear our white and our Mets pinstripes. Okay, so what the hell do you have here where you say fill out roster and you have first baseman Pete Alonso? You're trying to give me a heart attack?
No, but
I will cry. I told you this. I will physically cry. I'm even tearing up thinking about it. I will cry if Pete Alonso goes to the Yankees.
I mean, listen, he said he was open to it. So.
He is literally a Mets creation. Got drafted by the Mets, got called up by the Mets, and played with the Mets his whole career so far. He hasn't played for any other team.
But he's a Yankees fan at heart.
When has he mentioned this? Give me the documentations right now.
Photos of him in Yankees uniform.
What photos? Those are Photoshop. You know how many photos were going around of Juan Soto in a fucking Red Sox jersey, a Blue Jays jersey, a Philly jersey?
I don't know,
the
man.
Photoshop of him in a Mets jersey before he was actually in a Mets jersey.
Yo,
this first
it
time
isn't real.
His first time.
She just confirmed that ain't real. So it's not a Met.
He is a Met, but like the first time was today that he was wearing
it. No wonder the photos looked fake.
I know it. Even you knew it was too good to be true.
I'm saying like before he signed. Like today was the first time he was actually in one.
Yeah.
Which is still fucking
the reason
weird.
why I have.
But his hat like this low, like what the fuck is the purpose of it?
Yeah, get a new hat, buddy.
Yeah,
But,
I could clearly tell they ain't fitting his head. Maybe they think he had a bigger head.
Nah, but the thing is
you
that.
would think after all these damn like requests.
Yeah.
Bro, he's acting like who is a veteran that or retired MLB player you can compare Soto to, like how he's acting. I want to say he's acting like a Derek Jeter type of shit. Like Derek Jeter did ask for. He had a lot of requests.
Like what?
Like I'm saying, like as much as he's acting now, like as an outfielder at the age of 26, the last 26-year-old to be in market was who? He went to the Texans. I just don't remember his name. He went to Texas.
The reason why I said Pete Alonso is because the thing is that Yankees do need a first baseman.
But why don't you just Vladdy is going to be a free agent next
Listen,
year? Why don't you do the same shit of trading him?
All right, let's be honest. He's gonna be a Met too. I feel like put up that trio. Like I already see this coming. I saw the Twitter. I saw the tweet.
I haven't seen. I don't think he would be a Met. I have never seen him.
So Vladdy liked the photo of him, Alvarez, and Soto in Met jerseys.
Alvarez, like current Alvarez,
yes.
like
the photo.
Yes.
Like the photo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
sorry.
gonna say the same shit.
A Photoshop. A Photoshop.
Time out.
A Photoshop of them three together.
What difference does it make? I'm like, are you a teenage girl? Like,
what?
Bro, are you?
Oh my gosh,
kind
he
of
liked
me?
it.
Yeah, he liked it. He liked my story. It's a sign.
That doesn't mean there's no thought behind it. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
but like
my
at the end of the day, he could probably
goodness.
like something because he's in it.
And he has the audacity to call us delusional.
I never said you guys were delusional.
Not today.
Not today.
Not ever.
Surprisingly.
Not ever.
right?
No words came out of my mouth saying you guys are delusional.
You've implied.
You
such
implied.
stuff.
Implied and saying are two
Have you
different
heard-
things.
Sorry, this is gonna go off track. Have you heard that the picture I told you from in last podcast that he's thinking about coming to New York?
Who?
Like the pitcher, Shami something. The one I said, why the fuck every Dodger pitcher
Oh,
is going
yeah.
to Japan? He's finally now having interested in both New York teams.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, fucking finally, like you weren't here for this
No.
Yeah,
podcast.
I remember.
But
I wasn't.
my biggest like complaint was why every Japan player goes to the Dodgers. And I'm like, is it because Shohei Ohtani's there and you played with him before?
I said it's because they're closer to home.
Yeah, but we have
the most part.
Koda Singa's over here in the fucking New York Mets.
No, yeah,
jersey.
that's different though.
He is still from Japan.
You gotta lower your mic a little bit.
No, it's because I'm yelling at you.
You are one to speak.
You're dead ass.
I love using his full government name when I'm upset with him.
Michael.
I don't think I've ever done that before today.
Yes, you have.
Not like recording wise. I don't think so.
Yes, you have.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Off topic.
Off topic, yeah.
Focus.
We don't care about your name.
Yo, that's fucked. That is fucked.
Sorry.
That's fucked. I saw that the Yankees are gonna have that meeting with him, and then
it's the Mets right
yes,
following.
but with the Yankees, they're having Tanaka sitting with him because he's also a big fan of Tanaka.
Bro, they're just gonna bring the Japan, like everybody who has a Japan pitcher, they're gonna bring him to
Or,
the
like,
fucking
former.
table. Like they're gonna bring him to.
I
the
bet the
table.
Mariners are gonna bring in Ichiro Suzuki out of the blue. Like,
Wait, where
what?
the fuck you came from?
Yeah, I love Ichiro. He's so good.
All right, but
But anyway, the only reason why I had Peter Alonso there is because it's the only one that came to mind at the time, to be honest.
yeah, but there's multiple first basemen.
I mean,
Free
listen, if the
agents.
Yankees have the money and they're showing that they're willing to spend the money, especially with
They signed
Fried.
3 people, and you saying that they have the money to spend.
No,
but
no,
weren't
no,
this the
but what
same
I'm
team
sa-
last
no,
season
no,
who
but-
signed 3 people and then left? Like they signed Judge, and then they signed Verdugo, and then they signed 1 extra person last off season, last winter clinics, last winter meetings. Let me rephrase.
If you know the player, just say it.
I don't remember the third fucking player. I
I
would have
mean-
said it if I did.
I mean, they're all still there, so like none of them will last.
But I'm just saying the Yankees have a tendency of signing maybe 3 or 4 people, and then that's it.
I mean, listen, but like the thing is that he offered $760 to Soto, but the thing is that now you have more money to play with, so you got to fill out your roster, like what I was saying last week, and that also consists of a first baseman, an outfielder, or third and second baseman, depending on what you want to do with
Yeah, because you have
Chisholm.
to fill out the spot for Soto, though. No, wait, we talked about this.
Yeah, Dominguez is coming up.
Dominguez.
Dominguez is coming up. Play center.
Move Judge back.
Move Judge back to right.
Right.
And then Verdugo's on the left. It's just the infield and pitching, realistically speaking.
I thought did Jazz sign or was Jazz traded?
Jazz was traded.
Okay, so
to the Yankees.
So he's still
also,
there, if I'm correct.
Yeah, and then also
so he gets traded again, if I'm correct. I know that's how that works.
And then also the Yankees are also interested in Santander and Hernandez for Anthony Santander.
Yeah. And Alex Bregman, right? You guys.
I mean, it was
rumored.
First, the reports that they were in on him. Then they said that they weren't. Now they're saying they are. It's a whole chaotic situation going on over there. Again, I wouldn't mind Bregman, but the thing that's really been catching fire lately is the Yankees are interested in Kyle Tucker from the Astros, which is insane.
The only thing I think about when I hear Kyle Tucker is the skit I saw on my Instagram by one of a really well sourced person who I follow for MLB. And she literally said, we don't want, they had, Kyle Tucker, and they had everybody who wanted Kyle Tucker, and you have the Yankees saying, we want you, and Kyle Tucker's like, I don't want you.
I mean, listen, he's on, I mean,
I feel like he's going to sign. I feel like he's going to get signed. I feel like he's going to sign back to Astros. And everybody, and also I hear a lot of Yankees fans say they don't want a cheating Astro on their roster.
I mean, listen, we already
that
have.
That was 2020.
We already have one.
What, 2021? No, 2020? No.
I mean, I don't think the cheating Astro matters because we already have one.
Wait, who's?
Cole.
Garrett Cole was in it?
Yes, he was an Astro. Cole was an Astro.
But during the time of the, batting fucking shit.
Yes. Yes. 2018, 2019. Yes.
Why the fuck that think Cole has been a fucking
He's
Yankee his whole life?
No, because this is his 5th year with the Yankees. Before the Astros, he was a Pirate. I don't think the cheating Astro matters. But the thing is that I think most Yankee fans are really turning away from this is because the Astros would want Luis Gil, our pitcher, and he also won Rookie of the Year.
You
too.
Give Gil's away. I'm sorry.
I'm not giving Gil. And then also they're also interested into a corner infielder, and I believe that would be Ben Rice.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah,
call him back up. You still need a first baseman, a second baseman, a right fielder if they don't call Dominguez back, and maybe possibly a third baseman, and you still need starting pitchers. It's the same way how we need a first baseman pitching. I think that's all that's all the Mets need.
I mean, listen, you could definitely deepen the roster a little bit more.
In what sense? Because we still have Acuna's brother that that it's rumored that he's gonna get
fluctuated.
Called up and down like how Francisco Alvarez was. That first year he was up and down before he played the full season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they're gonna do that with Dominguez at all. I feel like, and with Ben Rice, I have no clue what they're gonna do.
But Ben Rice only played 3 games, right?
He's played a handful, I would say. But he did play first. He did pretty well at first. He had a nice at bat. He had nice at bats, worked accounts. I'm not interested in trading Gil, honestly, because
I feel like if you trade Gil as a Mets fan, that's the most stupidest move you could ever fucking make.
Because Cole, Fried, and Gil could be the 1, 2, 3, along with Cortez being our 4. That's insane to think about.
Somebody
as starting pitchers.
Somebody quoted Soto's answer of whether he thought about he was going to do with his $765 million contract, and it says first thing that comes to mind was I'm going to try to help a lot of people back in DR. Oh, such wholesome. There are a lot of kids that have talent and they need to have a bright a bright future, and I'm not reading the rest of the fucking
Soto said this?
Soto.
Oh, so he has PR training
now?
Nah, yeah.
Like an hour ago?
You couldn't have said this when people asked you why you picked the team, buddy?
Nah,
seriously? As a Mets fan, I knew it was
I still can't get over that. That's fucking actually insane.
Bro, I hope that the Mets...
Nobody trained the poor man on how to answer that question.
And the pauses between each line.
I know.
Was
that was
and
horrible.
Also the pauses that he made when he talked about why he the Yankees hold a special place in my heart.
He literally said, the reason why I came to play for the Mets is XYZ.
No, shame on them, on all of them, because nobody prepped him clearly to make anyone look good in that situation.
I definitely feel like at the end of the day, he's been in the league for how many years? Like a good amount? He's been in the league for a good amount of years. I feel like he should have some type of publicist training, especially when he was with the Nationals, because the Nationals did have a lot of publicity when he was there. So I just feel like I feel like
he's been in the league since 2018.
Yeah, so like he should have good publicist training. And if the fact that you don't, kind of like, what the fuck? 9 years in the league, and you had a better answer when you got traded to the fucking Yankees instead of like the money that you got from the Mets.
Yeah, that was honestly, that's kind of wild. What good first impression right there of your new superstar?
Hey, I'm coming back to this. I did it. I already had mixed feelings from the beginning since when the Mets were rumored to be on top of Juan Soto. I still, to this day, feel I don't know.
Did you see that Cohen was actually shocked that he picked the Mets?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
mad funny.
Like, oh
they gave him the money, and then now we have it.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, we actually got him.
Like, like even our owner was surprised. Like, because I don't
gotta sell 2 minor league teams. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Where's the proof besides CBS? Because he's quoting CBS and CBS Sports only right now. That it was rumored that he sold. Going to sell his ownership from AA and AAA, but not confirmed, and only one news outlet has talked about it. What about MLB, the most reliable one at the point right now? I just say shits and giggles because when is CBS fully
Are
right?
you quoting a meme?
Oh no,
that's CBS Sports.
I know, but he showed me the meme they posted. Like, bruh.
Like, doesn't that tell you?
That's pretty funny.
Enough? Like,
that's pretty funny.
Doesn't that tell you enough, though?
You know what? We're saying it. Ashanti and I are saying it all the time. We can yap all we want about what we think is going to happen.
I mean, listen, it came from Anthony
We haven't
DiComo.
seen. We will just have to see.
And, like, what? Isn't winter meeting supposed to end next week? Like, officially next week? Like, the 15th, 19th? And then it's
actually, Anthony DiComo is a Mets beat writer. Who said that?
Beat writer. Okay, but you're not getting you're clearly not a SNY one because if you or actual a reliable Mets one because I follow all the reliable Mets one. And I follow all of the SNY reporters like Andy whatever the fuck his last name is.
He was also on SNY and MLB Network.
The point still stands. We just have to see.
It's one outlet.
I mean,
there's like so many outlets to cover sports. Am I gonna choose CBS out of all of them? No, I'm gonna go for Fox Sports.
Oh if he actually sells 2 minor league teams because of Soto, I'm sorry, I will die of laughter for that.
I mean, it would be kind of.
It really would.
What the fuck are you doing? But like at least I want to clarify for a lot of people, just because he's selling doesn't mean he's selling the teams. He is selling his ownership, guys.
Yes.
These teams are still gonna be associated in the Mets organization. He's selling his ownership.
But that'd be mad funny.
It would be funny.
It will be funny. I could see him losing AA actually, like because he doesn't have single A ownership. So I could see AA leave have AAA and the actual majors. I could see that. I see that more happening than him losing AA and AAA.
And that's it for this week's episode of the Bearcat Den. Please tune in again for more. And this is the last episode for this semester. Tune in next time, which is in the new semester. Yeah. Tune in January. We'll be back. Later.